Welcome back to our DevOps series, day 2. Today we are going to see about connecting Linux servers from local machine. So, if you have not watched day 1 series of installing and configuring the virtual machines on local computers, I would highly recommend you to watch that before watching this. I will add the link in the end of this session, as well as I will put it as a YouTube cards in the same video. Just a quick recap on what are the things which we have seen in the last video, right? We have seen like what is VirtualBox and how to download it and how to install the VirtualBox and downloading the Linux Oracle based Linux VM from the Oracle site and how to install it and how to configure it, right? So okay, in this video, okay, if you are following me from the first video, you will be in the same position, right? You will have a VirtualBox manager and you will have like Oracle DB VM. Either it will be in a running mode or power off mode. But I would highly recommend teams to power off the virtual machine before you end up for the day, right? Because like that's the best practice. If you keep following from now, it would be easy when we move on to the cloud basics. So I would always recommend you guys to power off the machine when it's not in use, right? So okay, let me power on this machine. So how to do that? So right click, start, normal start. Okay, it may take like 1 or 2 seconds to start. Okay, let us see to it. Let me pause for a. Okay, my VM is started. Okay, let me log in. The user will be always Oracle. Okay, it's logging in. Okay, if you have left with few activities pending, probably you will see those screens on your Windows like once you log in. Yep. So okay. So yesterday I kept it here. Okay. Okay. Before that, right? So before that, we look into like actual connecting to the machine. Let's look at like how do we navigate, right? So yesterday, if you look at, see, we have a Windows. If you look at this Linux server, it is similar to our Windows machine, right? So close terminal. So it will be like similar, altogether similar to your Windows machine, where I explained about you have a Firefox browser where you will navigate here with all the files and folders. It's a store where you can download all your softwares and everything. Like, and this is the most important part, terminal, where you will be working all the days along. So that's the important part. Okay. So if you have been provided access with this particular UI, you will say that okay, Kumar, I can easily navigate. But as I mentioned yesterday, you will be provided only with the terminal access. Okay, let me launch the terminal here, where you guys will be primarily working on when you work in a corporate world, right? So okay, now you will be provided only with this access. So first, if it is Microsoft Windows or like Linux servers original UI, right? You know like how to navigate. But here there are few commands which you have to learn to navigate. First, I don't know where I am, okay, in which path, right? So first there is a command called pwd, which tells you your present working directory. PW is nothing but present working directory, which gives you in which path you are in. So if it is if it is like Windows, it will show like you are in C colon documents user, something like that, right? Basically you will be logged into C colon users, your name, and then you will have like your documents downloads under your name. So similar way, even Linux follows a similar hierarchy. Whenever you log into the terminal, you will be logged into your home directory, which is nothing but most of the time it will be home slash your ID. Okay, unless specifically it's getting changed or changed by the administrators. Okay, it will be. So in our case we have used Oracle user, so that's where Oracle. Okay, before even going here, right, I will forget to tell you few more things. Okay, so once you launched your mission, okay, sorry guys, so once you launched your mission, you will have few important documents provided by Oracle. Okay, where it is, 1 second guys, it will be I think under documents or desktop. Yep. See, because we are using Oracle VM, so Oracle has provided few informations. Probably if you are the one who is going to practice Oracle or anything, right? If you are a student who want to try to explore the Oracle SQLs and anything, you can use this machine as I mentioned yesterday. If you don't know like what is a username, password, what is a root user, who is the administrator and everything, all the details would be provided in the readme text. For example, we have like what is a SID of a database, whether it's a pluggable database or something like that, or containerized database, all those detail. And for every use, for all the users, the password is Oracle. So you don't want to worry. If you want to launch anything, you just go and use Oracle as your username password. Okay, because this one I will be using in our shell scripts too. So that's where I want to show you. Even our Linux server username, password, and everything is Oracle, and the same password is also for Oracle. Okay, hope you understand this. Let me go back to the terminal. Okay, coming back. So I know now, like I am in home directory. So for example, if I want to know what are the files in Oracle directory under my root, right? So in Windows, if you go and open a directory, it just visualize you, okay, what are the files and what are the subfolders. But here it's not the case, right? It's a purely terminal based. So there is a command called ls. So basically ls is nothing but listing of files and directories. So from here you have a color variations to give you, like okay, if it is a blue color it should be a directory, if it is a green it's something like a file, regular file, if it is repeat dot set size is something like kind of a system files or something. So which we cannot differentiate, right? Which you cannot specially differentiate. The same way in Windows also, there will be some files called hidden files, system files, which you generally don't see, you where you will go to the settings and do some properties, right? So here it will be much easier. So if I want to look at the types of the files and other things, there is another option called ls-l. So ls-l is nothing but list files in long listing form, which is similar to the details option in Windows. For example, let me show you the Windows, right? So for example, let me open my downloads directory. So if you look at this download directory, it's a long listing form in Windows. For example, if I right click and view small icons, okay, this is not the long listing form, right? So this is like kind of icons from which I do not know what file it is, when it is created, and other things like that. So similar to that, in Linux also you can do. So that's what we are doing it here. So when I did ls, it just give me the file names with this just an icon kind of. When I give ls-l, it's going to give me the details of it. For example, if you look at this line, like apex. So apex is a directory. See here we don't call as a folder. In Linux terminology, right? We don't call it as a folder. We call it as a directory. So going forward, I will use this terminology directory. So apex is a directory. So that's why if you look at the first character, which denotes D, it means it's a directory. So the next thing, this is the time when it got created or when it class modified. Okay, this is like overall size of the file. Okay, this is the group. Basically, in general, even in a Windows box, right, when you log in, you will be by default belonging to your administrator group where you will have all the controls. So the same way, this is a group for the Oracle user. So Oracle user belongs to the group called Oracle. See, if you come to 2 to 3 lines below, right, the same Oracle user belongs to O install group also. Maybe I will explain you all these details in our upcoming session. Just to note, right? Okay, the third one is a user and fourth one is a group which that user belongs to. Just have this in mind. I will in subsequent command executing sessions, right, I will explain this in a very detailed manner. Okay, and this is the permission. This is the permission which is set to for the apex folder. So you will get all those details here. So just till this keep in your mind. I will explain you all this. What is this R, what is this W, what is this X, what is this hyphen denotes, everything we will see. See, if you look at in this place, you just have an hyphen, not D or anything, right? It means that it's a regular file, right? So something like that. So there are many differences which you can understand. I will explain you all those details in our upcoming sessions. Okay. See, ls has multiple options. So any commands, right? So list command, any command in Linux has its multiple options or multiple operations which you can do with that. Okay, if you want to learn more about, or if you want to learn in detail about ls, okay, you can always go and see like man is nothing but manual page. So it will list down all the operations, right? So for example, hyphen c, what it does, list entries by colons. D, list only directory. F, do not sort. G, like. So there are many options. So if you want to look at the option which we explored, like L, which you know, which says use long listing. Okay, there is some few options which we frequently use, which is nothing but T and R. In most of the developer will use T is nothing but time based, R is nothing but reverse. So if you look at T, sort by modification time means that whatever the files in the directory has been changed recently will list at the top. That is the first file. Okay, so there will be one more thing called R. Okay, I will show you that too. P Q R. Okay, it will be smaller. So smaller R is nothing but reverse. Okay, I will explore all these two options now. Okay, so that you will be very much comfortable. Okay, so if you look at here, right, so all the files are changed on April 3rd. Okay, so which one is the latest changed file? You want to look at like which one is like recently updated file. So usually what happens is recently updated file will come at the top. Okay, it's ascending order sort. Okay, let me put that ls-lt. Oh, sorry. So ls is going to list the file. I am asking to list it in the long form based on sorted by time. So if I put t, it's going to sort the files based on time. So if you look at the latest file, which is 6:27 a.m., this is the latest file, right, which is sorted by time in ascending order. Okay, let's assume here, right, let's go assume here. So as you have only fewer files here, we have like fewer files here, you can able to see this file at the top. So you can see, okay, this is the latest file which I need to use it for. But let's take, if you have like hundreds of files where your latest file will be moving towards the next screen like this. So like this, you will don't see the file. Okay, maybe one second, I will give you the real example. I think the folder apex. Yep, so here it is, right? So apex has like little more file. Let me put like ls-lt. So if you look at ls-lt, I see this file is very old. December 4 is very old, which I am seeing. If I want to look at the latest file, I need to scroll and look at the latest. Oh, correct. Set apex admin SQL is the latest file which is created in this machine. Okay, so this is very difficult, right? In most of the cases you cannot scroll because like there will be a size limit and other things are set, and it's really difficult to do it. So for that we will use another option called ls -l is for long listing, t is for like time based, r is for reverse. So by default it's like newest to oldest. So all the newest file will be at the top, oldest file will be at the bottom. Now with the option R, I am saying reverse the order so that my latest file will at the bottom, my oldest file at the top. Okay, if you see, you will understand the difference. Now if you see, these are the latest files. Okay, if you look at these two files are very latest, which are updated on April 3rd. Okay, so that's importance. In your real life you will be using this ls-ltr or ls-lrt. It's not that you always have to use ls-ltr. It can be like interchangeably used. That's fine. Okay, so it will be used like that. Okay, so now you understood two commands. One is like pwd and other one is like ls, which is nothing but list. Okay, now Kumar, like how do I move to a different directory? Because in Windows I know which directory I need to move and other things, right? So here we have a command called cd. Cd is nothing but change directory. Okay, you have to specify the directory name to which you have to navigate. For example, in our example, right, I have few directories called images, utilities, core. So as I mentioned, right, if it is D, it's a directory. Okay, before that, let me see in this version ls-d works. Okay, it doesn't work, right? So okay, fine. Because most of the options will not support in all the versions. So here -d is not working to list the directory. So I am using ls-ltr. So for example, if I want to navigate to images or core or utilities directory. How do I do about it? Okay, cd to utilities. This will take me to the utilities directory, so where I can use ls-ltr to see the files. Hope you are clear. Okay, got it. So now, Kumar, like I went into the directory in Windows. I have a back button where I can go back to my previous folder and other things like that. How do I go about here? So let me check pwd. Now I am checking current working directory, present working directory basically. pwd. So I am in home/oracle apex utilities directory. So in Windows, where do you check this? In Windows, if you go to your top right, here this gives you the path, complete path where you are. So the same way, the present work directory act here also. So now if I want to go to Apex, how do I do it? So in Windows, generally you press the back button. So here we do not have any back button, right? So we have to, there is a special thing which you have to do. CD. So again, I am going to change directory, because like if I am moving to a different directory, it's a change directory. So if I want to move one directory backward, so I use a special option called dot dot. If I use cd dot dot, okay, it may take one directory backward. Okay, got it. So now if you want to go two directory backward, like for example, if I want to go to home directory, cd dot dot slash dot dot, it will take you to two directories. So first it will go to this dot dot, will go to apex, like it will go to slash oracle home, and then you are saying go one more directory, so it will take you to home directory. Let me give present work directory. Hope you understood. Okay, so now you guys may ask a question, Kumar, like I went to multiple places here and there, and I don't know like what is my home directory, because you are also in home. If you go here, there will be hundreds of directory in the real time, because the server will not be used only by you, right? It will be used by hundreds of users. There will be many users listed here. So if I want to go to my home directory, what is the easiest way? Either you can use cd oracle, just if you know the username, or else you will use cd a special symbol called tilde. This will always take you to your home directory irrespective of where you are. So irrespective of your location, it will take back to you to your home directory. See, if you give pwd, it will take back to me to the oracle. I did not do any cd oracle or anything, right? I can go to any directory. For example, okay, Kumar, I want to go to my c drive, directly to my c drive in Windows. I just press c colon, it will take me to the c drive, which is the beginning of it. So how do I go to my root directory here? The root mount basically. So a special keyword available here, cd slash. So you will be at the beginning of the directory. Hope you guys are clear with cd. Okay. So these are the most frequently used commands which you should know in your day-to-day life. Okay. Most of the people tend to forget all these things, but I want you to recall all those things and explain. So that's the main intention. Okay. Let's see it. So okay, what is the next command which we are going to see it today? So one more important command. So in Windows, you know, right, generally you guys will have multiple mount points. You will have C, D, E, F, G. Many people will have it in different variations, right? So Kumar, how do I check what are the mount points available in my system? So in Linux, this root is a special mount. Okay, slash is special mount. Apart from that, you will have other mount directories like subpartitions, what we call it in Windows, right? In c drive itself, like you will subpartition and create one more d, something like that. So most of the partitions will be mounted from this only. Okay, so how do I check what are the available partitions? So this will list df. So df will list what are the available mount points in your system and how much it is used. Okay, what is the size, available size and use size? So for example, I mentioned it, slash is a special mount from which if you see all the mount will start from slash. So slash dev is another mount, dev sshm is another mount altogether, run, syscfc, opt oracle, boot, everything. So all these are mount points. Okay, just to know about it, right? So because in when you work on a real time, you will have like your source files in one directory, target files in one mount point, your processed files will be moving it to different mount point. So just to understand, if you give df, you get to know like how much it is, right? Okay, now, okay, how long it took, let me take check my video because I don't want too long. Okay, I think like we are almost 20 minutes of this video. I will have a part 2 of it uploaded by today as a continuation, where we need to see how to connect and do the similar set of activities from our local machine. Okay, keep watching. Thanks for supporting. Thank you.